Hello and welcome to Advisory Board, the web show where we take games on a full playthrough and then Darren goes, what?
Oh.
I'm Adam Pitzer.
I'm Darren Boucher.
Yeah. He's my square-shaped construction worker, I guess. Because we're playing Quadropolis.
Woo! I read about this game in Game Informer. There was they did like the best random number of games of the year. I think it was like between 15 and 20. But they said that even though it's sort of directed at a younger audience, it's still good for all ages and just generally a good game. So I'm excited about this one.
You know a little bit about this one, unfortunately.
Well, I know that it exists.
All right. Well,
and I read a graph about this big about what it is. So
all right. So you know, just enough to be interested.
Just enough to be interested. Yeah.
This is also getting a lot of buzz. It was in the Golden Geek Awards. It was some of the best family games. I think it definitely. You ever play Ticket to Ride?
Nope.
All right. Well, no. But it falls in that category of like, if you want to get really into it, there's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
But we played it with my 8-year-old sister, and she was sort of just like, "What? I put my apartment building here. All right, 2 points," and it's fine.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. So
I like your 8-year-old sister. So
yeah, she knows what's going on sometimes. All right. So if you want to play expert mode or non-expert mode, basic mode, classic mode, that's what it's called.
Classic, yeah, because if you called it non-expert, that's it's coloring it in a negative light, I suppose.
What do you want to do? Classic, expert. Expert has like one extra type of building and is 1 round longer.
Let's just do classic.
All right, sounds good. All right, pick your color. I don't know if you have
I don't see color, Adam.
That's Derek.
I'll go with yellow guy.
All right, and you can see a little. Oh, y'all can see a little bit about the unboxing-ish here.
I assume that
2 boards we're not using.
The actual character doesn't matter.
Here's your score rule sheet, which will.
So this is a victory points game.
It is. You are Lello. So here are your construction workers.
My guy.
I am Red. You got a whole team. It's a team effort, Darren.
Love it.
All right, so let's put this up.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Let's put this up here for right now.
Why are our meeples totally terrible?
Those are not our meeples.
Oh, those are...
One is the first player pawn. The other is the... It's got some weird name that I can never remember. It's the Urbanist. Obviously.
Urbanist. Why is the Urbanist black, Adam?
No comment?
It's like Ben Carson being the head of housing and urban development because he's the only black guy Trump knows.
No comment.
That is also a Republican.
So, let's set up the first turn, the first board state here, and then we can see what's going on. So this is essentially the pool from which we are going to be selecting things to put in our city.
All right.
But as with any construction-based situation, there are lots of regulations. Oh, so many regulations.
Just ask my dad.
So take a pile out here. You start from the bottom right. You start from the upper left. I'll start from the bottom right.
All right.
Basically, just put tiles down. If it's got a 3 or a 4 on it, cat, go away. So like this one has a 3 or a 4 on it. Keep it face down.
Okay.
That's only for a 3 or 4 player game.
Oh, okay. But so we're a 2-player game, so we're gonna.
Yeah, you start up there.
Rock it.
We'll meet in the middle. So basically, yeah. So it's the same game if you're playing with 3 or 4 players. It's just these. If you're playing with 3 players, all the tiles that have a 3 on them here are flipped face up. And if you're playing with 4 players, they're all face up.
I think you got all the 3/4.
It's entirely possible. But doing this is part of the.
Should I face them? I probably should face them all the same direction.
Overrated. But where they are on the board is actually
crazy,
somewhat relevant. You short on tiles here? Where my tiles? Oh, there's classic tiles that needed to be shuffled in.
They're shuffled.
All right, that one's going over there, and that one's there, and that one's there. All right, good shuffling.
Great gerb.
All right, so, boom, the board is set up.
Okay.
Would you like to be the first player? You want me to be the first player so you can see kind of what's going on?
I'll let you be first. I'll defer.
All right. So
Let's kick off in a second.
the way it works is you have 4 construction workers here, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Do I want them to be set up to?
Not relevant.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just remember that.
All right. I like that.
So when you want to take a tile, if I take this one here and put it here, that means I have to take the one that's 2 in, so to get that one. So if I want to get this piece, I can either put my 2 here, or my 2 here, or my 4 here, or my 4 here.
Okay.
Okay? So that's restriction number 1. Government regulation number 1. And then if I were to take that one, because I put the 2 here, I would put the urbanist there.
Okay.
And now you can never put your construction worker on top of another construction worker, and you can't point it toward the urbanist. So if you wanted this one, you couldn't do this. Because
Okay, even if I'm like pointing from up here.
Right, if you wanted that one, you can't do
I
it.
can't do that.
But if you wanted to get that one, you could.
Do that. Yo, of course.
Do that to get that one there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm all right.
Right? And then if you were to take that one, then you'd move the urbanist here, and then we can carry on.
I see.
All right. Regulation number 2 is when you take a piece, you'll notice that you have column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, row 1, 2, 3, 4. If you pick that up with a 2, it has to go in a 2. Either row 2 or column 2.
Right.
The other additional fun bit is these buildings are stackable, the apartment buildings.
Okay.
So
It's gonna be a mega high-rise apartment
it
building.
can go up to 4.
Okay.
So if I had one of those already here in space 1-4, I could also put this here because it is floor 2.
Gotcha.
Basically, it's just kind of matching numbers. That's why it's good for kids, but there's also a lot of strategy you can get into it.
Sure.
So that's basically what's going to happen. We're going to go back and forth. We're going to go around and around. We're going to take 4 turns each, build up buildings, and then we're going to do that 3 more times.
Do it.
All right. Don't know how to score?
I'm looking at this. It looks like government buildings are the most scoring.
Make sure you're on the classic side, which is the other side.
Oh, son of a...
Now, that's basically the same.
Basically
So,
the same thing. Okay.
apartment buildings, a 1-story apartment building is worth 1 point. 2 is worth 3. 3 is worth 6. 4 is worth 10.
Makes sense.
It gets bigger and bigger.
You can stack industrial, or you can stack water on top of industrial building. What does it say?
Sort of. So the second one here is the parks.
Yep.
They get points for each apartment building they're adjacent to.
Oh.
So if the park is adjacent to 2 apartment buildings,
Yeah. No.
it's worth more points.
This does have nice little layers of strategy.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But then you also have to put it with the number you grabbed it, so you're trying to figure out a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Purple is the shopping districts. They basically, if you have extra people, they go shopping and they're happy and they're worth more points.
And each apartment building is worth a people.
Whatever's in the upper left-hand corner is what you get.
Okay. So obviously, if I get apartment building with 3 peoples,
That's better than the apartment building with 1 people.
and my shopping therefore is worth more because I had 3 peoples.
Right.
Does it have to be adjacent to the shopping?
It does not. All your extra people can kind of just go shopping.
Any number. Okay,
Up to 4 per shopping thing.
Right.
So the other thing is, you'll notice at the bottom right, there are requirements. So if you want that building to score, you have to have a dude there. So you might not have as many extra people as you think because you want to man your harbor and man your power plant and man your etc.
Yeah.
But any extra beyond that can go shopping. The industrial, the red-orange power plants, they get 2 bonus points for being next to a shopping center and 3 bonus points for being next to each harbor. The government buildings, they want to be in the 4 different zones. So if you have 4 in one zone, it'd still only be worth the 2 points.
Gotcha.
But the more different zones you have,
Good lord.
the more it's worth.
So this is urban planning the game.
A little bit. And then finally, the harbor is you get points for your longest row and your longest column. So this example they have here, where it's 4 across and 2 up and down, would be worth 12 points for the across and 3 points for the up and down, so 15.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to display this. I think if you want to put your...
I like that when you're gambling, you have no idea, like, what you're going to get.
What do you mean you're gambling?
Because you don't know what these are.
No, we can't get those.
Oh, you can't get those?
No, because they only want so many things to be available.
Okay. Oh, so those are blank space. I thought
Those
those
are
were
blank
just
spaces.
wild cards.
That would add an extra awesome dimension to the game.
It's like, okay, I gotta get that with a 3.
All right, let's get your city up into shot here, Darren.
Okay,
We can do
that
that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, scoochies.
Yeah, we'll have to have room to put dudes around here, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, get down here a little bit. And it'll be good enough. Smaller table. We're going to get a bigger table next time. We're figuring it all out. All right, so I'm the first player. Boom. One last little thing. If you have extra power at the end of the game, it's worth negative points. But your parks can absorb a power. They can bury it. I don't know. Some of them are worth straight victory points. It's like, you know what you do. A landfill, and then you have put a nice golf course on top of it. It's like that.
Yeah.
And there should be one piece in every set that gets you the first player token for taking it. I do not see it for some reason. Am I the blind? Maybe it's not. Oh, here it is. Boom. So if you take that one, you get to be first player. I think you'll get negative points for having extra people. So just don't do that.
Don't have extra people or extra power.
No.
Who wants surpluses?
I'm just going to assume that you're going to make such a good city, Darren. That's not even relevant.
Of course.
How many points you lose?
No. Especially since I'm not drinking that melon drink.
This melon drink.
Oh, or is it?
It's white gourd drink. No added preservatives.
I hope not.
So that someone's drinking that.
I like my white gourd drink to be pure and organic.
Okay. So let's do some stuff.
All right.
I liked the way you were talking about that 3-person apartment building. So I want to yoink that, and I grabbed that with my 2 construction worker. So I got to put that in a 2 somewhere. So I'll put it in my column 2 here, I guess, and I grab 3 dudes, and they go hang out in the slums over here because I don't have anywhere to work. They're very upset.
All right. I'm gonna get my.
You can pick any number. You don't have to start with a 1 or anything.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get this power plant, even though it doesn't produce anything yet because I don't have any people.
You still get it right now. It just doesn't get points at the end.
Right.
So you can gloat over your power there.
And it has to go in the column 1
Or row 1.
which is here or there.
Yeah. And we're in that big L.
That's limited its potential.
You can rewind. It's pretty easy to do. We haven't done much yet.
Yeah, you don't want to get.
So you can grab that same one with the 2 if you wanted.
That. It gives me a little more flexibility there. Do that.
All right.
Right. So
Okay, through power. Urbanist moves. What else we got? We need some power for this. And so that one I can't get with a 2 because I don't already use my 2, so I guess I'll use a 4 for it. Alright, so I'm going to put it in a 4 area. Which is not my favorite, but I'll deal with it. So we'll go over here. One of these guys goes to work. And he powers his own apartment building. These guys get radiation damage.
All right. Yeah. 4 seems like it's a. Where is he? Where does that guy go? Is that in the right spot?
That's the right spot. Yeah.
Okay.
Harder to use.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
With some of the setups, because there's a lot of like ones here. So you get him, you get him, you get him.
No, I think I'm going to
4.
use my 1 to get this 2 people apartment building.
All right, cool.
I'm going to put that up here. That seems like a good spot for that.
All right, so you get 2 dudes.
Yep.
Urbanist moves.
That goes there. And that goes there.
Yeah. All right, I got more stuff. Stuff's happening. It's all happening. I'll take the immigration harbor here.
Immigration. Yeah,
Well, it turns 1 person into 2 people. 1 person mans it, and 2 people show up.
It's definitely a glass is half full. It could be a slave trading harbor.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Certainly possible. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
So I put that next to my power plant because that makes the power plant worth 3 more points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a thing.
The thing that happens.
It is. You got a 3 and a 4.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do at some point. I'm gonna take this shopping area, right? 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So I have to put that in a 3 area. We'll put that. I can put that there, right? And that's
Power plants like to be next to.
Is that
shopping?
adjacent, or has it got to be right next?
It's got to
to
be
it?
next to.
Okay, so I can do that.
Yes, you can.
That works.
All right, the guy can go shopping right now. He doesn't care what he's doing.
Yeah, he's gonna go shopping.
Right, so all I got left is my 3. So I could grab that one. I can't grab that one because I can't point at it. So I don't have any options here about what I'm going to grab right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is that accurate from your
Yeah.
your viewpoint as well? So I guess I get a municipal building. Municipal building. What do they like? They don't really affect anything else in the classic game. So
Not really.
and I picked it up with a 3. So you're going to go over here. You be a desk clerk.
You've thwarted me, and I hate you.
That's the only thing I could do. All right, so 4. You can't get that one.
I'm gonna get this park.
You get that one, or you get the park. All right.
Get this park with a 4. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll put that park there. And it gets X. What does that mean?
So that can absorb an excess power if you happen to have an excess power.
But
At
does
the
it
end of the
cost power?
No,
All right.
but it will be worth points for being next to your apartment building. Cool. All right, so that's the end of the round. No one took the first player pawn, so I will retain it. So go ahead and grab your dudes back. We will. Those are the classic ones. Let's go ahead and throw these all back. Those are the classic ones. All right, so while we're cleaning up, setting up for the next round, what have you been doing lately? What's been going on?
Well, I bought a house.
Does that take up a lot of time?
All of it. I don't have. I'm so beat, and because we had just a ridiculous weekend at work, or like $3,000 over what we were expecting, and multiple people saying, "Oh, I'm sick. I don't want to come to work," and I work at a restaurant, so I can't tell them suck it up.
Because that's a minor health hazard.
Only slightly. I went to a crap ass Bulls game against the Grizzlies. That was fun. That was the game Dwayne Wade injured his elbow and went down for the year.
Have you seen their schedule at the end of the year? It is so easy.
Yeah,
It's very funny.
and it won't matter. And the guy that they traded Doug McDermott and Taj Gibson for, he got sent to the D League. So there's that.
It's great. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. God, I hate the Bulls.
We're in Chicagoland, if you cannot tell.
But I've seen a couple movies since we last. I watched that Logan movie.
Is it good? I still haven't seen it.
I loved that movie.
Ringing endorsement.
Yeah, it was truly one of the better superhero type.
It's R-rated,
movies.
right?
It's super R-rated. It is actually like the first time you hear, and like you expect Logan to curse, right?
Yeah.
Because he's rough and tumble.
Yeah,
But
that was kind of weird in the other X-Men movies.
Yeah, that where he's holding back, right?
Yeah.
But then when you hear Professor Xavier just literally cursing a blue streak for most of the first part of the movie, you're like, okay, your brain has to sort of recalibrate. Okay, yeah, R-rated movie. We're not pulling any punches here. It's really kind of strange, but truly excellent. And I saw Get Out as well. And, it's Jordan Peele from Key and Peele's directing.
Yeah, I heard that was really good.
Debut. He does just a phenomenal job. So I highly recommend both those movies, which is strange because February/March, and usually that's where good movies go to die.
Yeah, they kind of become the I don't really care what people think, so let's just do something fun.
Yeah, and so it was nice to see.
All right. I don't think we have anything special here. Everything seems pretty normal.
Yeah.
So, you're good to go.
Look, you're still first.
I am still first. So this is something that's kind of interesting. Just based on the way it's played, I would love to grab that apartment building and put it on the second story of my apartment building, but I can't do it.
Because it's 2s.
Right. I'm in a 2 and a 4, and it's the second floor. But I can only grab that with a 3 or a 1. So you have to adapt to things like that. But what I could do, if I wanted to, is grab it like this and make it as a different apartment building. I have an overpopulation issue here. It is in my 3 column and my 3 row. I'm hoping to put a park there. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but one can hope.
What makes sense for me here? I'm going to get this harbor. This harbor.
Whoa. It's hard to not say harbor like Kermit the Frog. Harbor.
And I don't have. I need people, so now I need to get people.
All right, so your people list. You're low on people.
Low on people.
People. It makes me want to grab this apartment building, but I can't because it's a 3-3, and I already used my 3. So I can't even do that to you if I wanted to, Darren.
Appreciate that.
No problem. Says the game. All right. I kind of want this. I want to park, and I want to go there in my 2. So I'm gonna grab this 2 park and put it here, and it's gonna be next to 2 different apartment buildings, which is sweet.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab this 2 people place, and that's with my 3. So it's gotta go in this general area. I'll put it here so I can benefit from
bonus from the parks. Nice.
Park,
you get 2 new dudes.
People. I can man my.
Also, when you stack apartment buildings, you don't need double power for it. You only need what's on top.
Okay.
You still get all the people from the subsequent levels.
Right on.
All right, so you put the 3. You did it there. What do we want? We could go. Can't do that. I guess I could grab this person if I wanted. I'm a little. I need my people to work. So I don't have any shopping centers or anything like that. So I want the shopping center. And that's a 1. Shopping centers like to be near power plants, and that's it. This is not a great. Grabbing that with a 1 is not awesome. It was here, right?
Yeah.
So if I grab this with a 4 instead, it would basically be the same, right?
That's what I would have done.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put it there.
This son of a
Gun.
thing. Dog.
That one.
All right. Those were my grand designs for my whole.
But you're low on mercens?
No, I have 1 merc.
Is that not the singular of meeple?
Did
Did I break you down?
No, I'm going to take this thing because it produces
Harbor?
it produces people and power.
Yeah, it's like a guy with a lot of energy.
Yeah. So
Remember, you want to create a contiguous row and or column of your harbors?
I do?
You do. That's how you get points for harbors.
But I want to put it around.
You can put it there. Just grab it with your 1.
But then it's not next to the factory.
It's not, but you can put it there too. And then hopefully you get a harbor that can go there to help you out.
So
it gets interesting when you're like, wait a minute, this scores points in 2 different ways.
Right. Well, I could put it here.
You could, yes. That's going to be harder to make a contiguous row or column with, though, since you're automatically breaking up column-wise. But you do you, Darren.
But hold on. All right, this is worth basically the same amount of points no matter where I put it. And so I'm going to do this there in the hopes that I get a park later.
Yes. Or if you get a harbor there,
right,
it makes it worth 6 more points.
Right.
Yeah. So cool. So I have a 1.
So I man it with a person, and I get an energy in a person.
Yeah, and then this urbanist goes here. All right. So I got 1. I actually got a lot of options here. I could grab a apartment complex. I could grab more power. I could grab a municipal building. No, everything's terrible. All right, municipal building. I can go in a 1, so it's going to go over here in the corner. Go to work. Stop hanging out in the construction lot. All right, you got a 4.
Yep.
You get that power plant. You could get that apartment.
I think I'm going to get the apartment because I can stack it.
Yeah, you can. You can also get that apartment and be first player next turn.
No.
You don't want to be first player next turn? All right.
I like being second player.
All right.
For now.
I
get a person.
All right, cool.
Oh, wait, I forgot. This is actually a person that doesn't... He was just hanging out.
He was just hanging out at the mall.
I have so many people.
All right, round over. All right, so
That was poor on my part. I shouldn't have put him there.
yeah, it's fine. All right, going on to round 3. Very similar to round 2. So we were briefly talking. I don't think you've never played a Mass Effect game.
No, I've never played a Mass Effect game.
I guess that makes sense because the first one came out as a Xbox exclusive.
And you know how I feel about that.
You really love how it's spelled.
Xbone.
It was an Xbox regular.
Xbox regs.
Straight up.
Or was it 360?
I think it was a 360.
It was 360 because regular Xbox was... That
was pretty cool when it came out.
It was a long time ago.
Remember I had that Halo Xbox?
Yeah, I remember that.
My friend worked at the
You left
GameStop.
it at my parents' house.
We should do something with that. Just because we broke it.
Yeah.
And then in trying to cool it down by spraying compressed air in it, we got the straw from the compressed air stuck in it.
We were successful children.
But that being said,
but no, I played Dragon Age, so I feel like I've gotten the Mass Effect experience. Just high fantasy as opposed to space opera.
See, I don't love I have a hard time getting into high fantasy in general. Like it takes a lot for it to be interesting to me. Mm-hmm. So same thing with Stephanie. Stephanie loves Mass Effect.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed.
It's so good that Stephanie will play through a shooter by herself.
Yeah.
To play the story of Mass Effect.
That's all right.
If that's enough ringing endorsement.
Yeah. No, I mean our mutual friend Derek highly enjoys the Mass Effect games as well.
Because this is a Monday, and Mass Effect Andromeda comes out tomorrow. And I played. We paid $5 to get the EA access to play first couple levels of it.
Please tell me that gives you something.
You can also download a bunch of other games and play other games and stuff. So
all right,
it's all right. But it's pretty cool. But I'll tell you that between round 3 and 4. All right. Nothing looks particularly new and exciting here. Again, you have one that has victory points. You count that at the end.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what the star was.
Yeah, victory points. So it would be cool to build some more harbors, but it's way too many people. How much are the shopping centers worth when you fill them up? Quite a bit. Alright, so I would like to stack my buildings because right now they're not great. So I will 3 up that building. And it can go as my second story here and get me 3 more hobos. Not contributing. But they will. We've got to build up the infrastructure in this city right now.
Alright. I'm going to do it. I'm a 4. I'm going to 3 up this thing.
Oh, that's a good one. Does that get you points for both the row and the column?
Points! Plus, it also had victory points on it.
Oh, yeah. That's like, that gave you 8 points right there.
Yeah. That's a strong one.
All right. That's a 3. That's a 1. All right. So I have a bunch of dudes. So maybe another shopping center would be bueno. Yeah, I think there's so many guys. I think I'm just gonna grab a shop. Oh, I can't do that. Grab that shopping center. Grab that shopping center. I do need to power it though. Oh, I grabbed that with a 1.
Yep.
And shopping centers like to be next to power plants and nothing.
Yep.
Can I grab that? Can I grab one with something else? I'm not great at thinking the steps ahead. All right, so we're just. No, I already used my 3. Whatever. Don't care.
TLDR.
Get over there. Go shopping, people. I'm out. Pits are out.
Parks. Oh, it's gotta be a 4.
Which one?
Fudge 'em.
And you can give it a 2 also? From the other direction?
Yeah, but then I can't put it.
Okay.
In
It's got to be a 4 for where you want to put it.
in a useful spot.
All right. You forward it up. All right. I got a 2 and a 4. Apparently, I need some power. That seems efficient. Let's grab that 4. Oh, where do I want to put it though? Don't care. All right, we're gonna put it there. And one of you guys needs to stop shopping and go work. You don't have to go to work, but you still have to work.
Work.
Yeah.
Work.
The song's really awesome.
Oh yeah, it's just really bad.
When you work from home.
What? I thought I was yellow. Where's that?
I
over
forward
there.
from over there,
Son
yeah.
of a-
It's not really blocking off much.
Um,
In fact,
it's kind of messing with my chi, though. All right.
it's not. It's literally blocking nothing you could obtain. You just it's the feng shui of the construction site. It's just messing with it.
Just don't like it. All right, I'm gonna get this with 2. We'll put that there,
All right,
and I get
2 dudes. One of them who hauls in his own ship. All right, so I got extra power. One of them can theoretically go in the park, but it'd be nice to power something up with it. Maybe getting more apartment buildings is not actually that useful. I don't need another shopping center, so I'm hoping I'm going to deal with that power later. All right, if I do this, I can grab this guy, and I can make it into my second story of column 2. And gets me 2 more shoppers.
You got a lot of dudes.
I have too many dudes. I have 2 full malls worth
Well,
of
that's
dudes.
gonna pay off at some point.
Hopefully, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm not saying they're productive members of my society or anything.
I'm gonna use the last one to get this guy, and he's gonna go in the corner,
All right,
and then I get 2 powers.
there you go. And you need one of those for something? No, you just like them.
No, it's fine.
All right. So
We got plenty of parks to just bury this extra. So.
nice. Yeah, Mass Effect Andromeda. So it's interesting because part of the thing about Mass Effect, it was like this kind of like galaxy-wide mystery where you're like, oh my god, how do they, what are these? Where does this alien technology come from? Why is this all like this? And that was sort of like the main thing. Like you were like still hunting down a specific person, but the mystery you were kind of trying to solve was galaxy wide. And you were meeting all these alien races and stuff for the first time, and it's really great at like world building.
Is Earth involved at all?
You never go to Earth until the 3rd one, but humans are from Earth and they know where Earth is.
So
and
are there
everything.
humans born on other planets at this point?
Yes.
Are there aliens?
Yes, there are many an alien.
Okay.
You in?
So it's not like do you watch The Expanse? Do you know what The Expanse is?
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I'm...
There's a show on Sci-Fi, but it takes place. I mean, it's sort of one step outside of Earth. So
Okay.
people are basically harvesting resources from the asteroid field, and there's colony on Mars, and then there's colony in space, and then there's also Earth, and so it's like those 3 locations. But they're all still humans, so there's no aliens.
Ah, okay. Yeah, the big. This isn't really much of a spoiler, but like, so the big. Basically, what happens in the history in Mass Effect is humans. They finally get to Mars, right?
Yeah.
And they find this alien technology. And they're like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And then they use that to sort of, do some more research. And they find out that like beyond Pluto, there's this giant, like it's called the Mass Effect relay, where. Like, you don't know what it is, it's just this giant, structure, and so they finally get to it, and they figure it out, and it launches them across the galaxy to another one. And they can kind of just launch back and forth between it. And they end up at this, like, floating city that's enormous, that, like, is all safe to live in and breathe in and everything, and but a bunch of other races have also had Mass Effect relays near their planets, and they figured out how to get there, and so all these alien races, none of them actually built any of this stuff. They don't know what it is, but it forces them together.
Okay.
And that's the only way you can go from, like, planet to planet, or, like, solar system to solar system, is these relays.
Okay.
And then you're sort of, like, you're like a soldier for the official coalition government. And cool stuff happens. There's a bunch of cool different alien races, and it's neat. So, yeah. Alright. I retain first human.
Ultimate Day. This is the last day.
What? Yes.
Yeah, Ultimate Day.
The last one was the penultimate day. This is the ultimate day.
It's the Ultimate Day.
Alright, I got... All my shopping centers are full. I got too much power. Which is not great. Nothing uses power here. I mean, you just make new office buildings. Or new new apartment buildings, just cuz. Alright, let's just... I don't need more people, I guess, but I'm just going to grab that one, because I need more people. I need to spend my power. And I have too many people again.
I'm curious about that.
How's your throat singing going?
Learning a lot.
Is it expanding your horizons culturally?
Absolutely. I guess.
No, I'm dumb. This should not be flipped. You can have that if you want.
I can have that.
It's up to you.
It's allowed. I have too much power as it is.
All right.
I guess I'll do shopping center for no reason. No, I'll do this.
And by this you mean
I don't.
you could stack your buildings somehow?
No. It's 3 or 4.
Grab that one with a 2 and make it the second floor?
Second floor or what?
This building.
There's a 4.
But yeah, it's the second floor, so you can put it on with a 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah! So that got explained in the second round of, oh yeah, you can stack buildings and blah blah blah.
Yeah. Don't act like I pay attention.
It's the agreement we came to when we met in the first place. Alright, I am going to grab this fine-looking fellow. Because I realize this thing is like worth 0 points if I don't do something with it, so that sort of
really against that happening.
Sorry.
That was the only thing I could...
The only thing that gave meaning to your life?
For real. Like, this is absolutely no joke. Christ.
You literally could not put one there because it's a 3-3.
Right, but that would have been a 3.
Yeah.
I was going to grab that with the 3. It would have been there.
That would have been awesome.
It would have been so good. Like, you have no idea how good that could have been.
Purely hypothetically. I concur.
Like, it ruined my whole thought process. Government building for no reason.
I mean, it gives you straight up 2 points.
Straight up 2 points.
That one's worth straight up 4 points, I guess.
1. There we go. Where? What one's worth 4?
Well,
oh, that
it's
one?
worth 2, and it's got 2 on
I already
it.
used my 2.
So you can get it with a 3.
I can get it with a 3. Yeah, that's a good use of this useless 3 now. Government.
What'd you call me?
Fucking government building. goddamn government building. All right.
Oh right. I guess I could try to
Ben Carson over here.
I guess I could try to super harbor. Super or harbor. All right, I got an extra person and an extra power. If I grab either of these harbors, I'm just going to be drowning in power, and that corrupts absolutely. I don't know if you knew that.
I've heard something to that effect.
Can't get that government building, which would be sweet. No, everything's bad. Darren, it's all bad. If I do nothing with this thing, then nothing will happen. All right, well, let's just grab this park with the 3. We'll put it here next to my 2 buildings. Everyone's gonna love it. It's gonna absorb some power. It's gonna be great. Good times. Darren, smash.
We get this other government building.
Okay, make sure you put it in a different neighborhood. All right, good. All right, and then you grab that from here.
Does that make sense? That's the thing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All I got left is a foe.
You're out of force.
I have no. Okay, you're right. I have to grab an apartment building so that I can put it on this story, which will give me an extra person who's gonna actually.
I did this right.
You did
through
so
no
well.
fault of my own. But I did it right.
Apparently,
because I can now only buy useless shopping centers.
You got 2 people right there. That's not useless.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
one of
gonna
them's got to work there.
Yeah, one of them's got to work here. No, like I said, completely useless.
What do you got left? What number you got left?
4.
Yeah. You can buy a shopping center.
Or a shopping
You can
center.
buy a power plant.
Power plant have
A
extra,
harbor.
way too much extra power.
That wouldn't do anything. You could get a nice shopping center. The shopping center will get you a point and use up one of your powers. It's like worth like 3 points. It's not
It
so
gets
bad.
me 1 point even if I don't have a person.
You got a person right there.
You go, but who's going to shop there?
Okay. So it uses up a power. So
It uses up a power.
It saves you 2 points.
Saves you negative, or I could get.
Well, can you put it next to a power plant? No, you can't.
Nope.
The harbor won't get you nothing. Just buy your shopping center.
We'll buy this useless shopping center.
I would love to have that shopping center.
All right, I'm going to say that these are like mattress firms. They're completely useless and right next to each other. There's way too many of them.
All right, so
and he's going to go to this mattress firm, not the other mattress firm.
There was a Planet Money specifically about why mattress stores are next to each other.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I don't remember much of it.
Because it's as boring as a mattress store.
No, it was shockingly interesting. It was just I listened to a lot of Planet Money, so I'm trying to remember what happened there. So, and that is the end.
I swear, mattress shopping has got to be the most boring, like, window shopping. Like, you go in the Sharper Image, right? It's, like, full of wondrous things that nobody needs, right?
Yeah.
But they're still pleasing to the eye, right? Or you go in the video
You
games...
futz with it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You go in the video game store, those are things that might actually give you pleasure at some point, and there's, fun pictures. Go to a mattress store, all it is everything's at this level, right? Like right about waist level or below, and it's just beds, and all beds look the goddamn same.
All right, let's make sure.
I'm out.
All right, you got people everywhere. All right, so now we're going to score.
You promise?
What?
You promise?
I promise. All right, so this is Darren. This is Adam.
I feel like I've done this okay, but I feel like I'm still going to lose.
I have no
I'm
idea.
going to have to drink this freaking white gourd juice.
All right, let's put it front and center here.
Sorry, white gourd drink.
White gourd drink.
I don't want to give you the impression that this is a quality product.
All right, so apartment buildings.
I think this is the same people that made that grass jelly drink.
I think it is.
Yos.
Watch the end of episode 0 to watch Darren drink the grass jelly drink. That has to be worse than this. It had chunks of jelly.
It has to, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So your 2-story apartment buildings are worth 3 each, so you get 6 from apartment buildings.
Sweet.
So I have a 1, so it's worth 1. So I have 10 points basically because it's 6, 3, and 1. from apartment buildings.
That makes sense. See, I figured you'd get more from that.
Yeah, the more higher you go, the better it is. So parks get points for being adjacent to apartment buildings. So this one's next to 2, so it's worth 4 points. This one's next to 1 worth 2, so you get 6 points. This is next to 3, and this one's next to 2, so I get 11 points.
In your face, Milwaukee.
All right, shopping centers.
Hold on, isn't this surrounded by one?
Yeah, so this park is next to 3 different apartment buildings, so it gets 7 points.
Yeah.
This one's next to 2 different, so it gets 4 points.
So it's 11.
So I got a total of 11.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It's just going poorly.
All right, so shopping centers. You have one shopping center with 1 dude in it, so it's worth 1 point.
Yep.
I have 2 full shopping centers
For 14.
for 14.
Getting housed.
Harbors? All right, power plants. They like being next to harbors and shopping centers. So this power plant is next to 2 harbors, so that's worth 6 points. This one's next to 3 harbors, which is 9 for a total of 15. Plus 2 is 17. Yeah.
That's the only good number I have.
Did you count that? Did I count that right?
Yep, I think so.
This one's worth next to 1 shopping center, so it's worth 2. This one's worth 5, so I get 7.
Woo!
Woo!
Just nearly make up for the shopping center.
Right. Municipal buildings.
I get 10 because I got 2, so they're each worth 5. Right?
It's worth 5 for the pair.
Oh, it's 5 for the pair?
Yeah. So it's 5 for the pair,
Okay.
and then another 2 because that one has it on there, so 7.
Oh, hold on. I get an extra...
Riveted Harbors, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I have 2 municipal buildings, so they're just worth 5. No bonus fixture points. All right, now harbors. Your longest row is 2. Your longest column is 2. So you get 6 points for that. And then how much do you? And then you have an extra 4. So 10 for harbors. My longest row is 2, so I get 3 for that. My longest column is 1, so I get 0 for that. So 3. We're not playing with either of those. Are there any? Do you see any like stars on there that we missed?
I get 2 bonus victory point. You already counted that.
Yeah.
Nope. You got all mine.
All right, I'm going to double check the rules for extra dudes. We might edit this out.
Oh, hold up. Penalty for extra dudes. My bring it home for mama.
That's just what I'm thinking. Each inhabitant that is not used to activate a building or is not placed in as a customer in a shop penalizes the city by 1 point. Each energy that is not used to activate a building is considered pollution, is worth minus 1 point.
So you get minus 2.
Yes, I get minus 2 from people. That's what. So Darren has a total of 12, 13, 30, 47. Adam has a total of 10, 21, 35, 42, 50, 48. You want to check this math? Should we check the math?
No, your mental math. You're not a stern. Christ.
13, 22, plus 12.
Oh my god. I enjoy this game.
Yep, I won by 1 point. 1 white gourd point. Alright, why don't you say what you think of the game before you drink the white gourd drink? You enjoy this game? You sound like you begrudgingly enjoyed the
I'm
game.
gonna like table flip. I'm so angry I lost this game. No, I enjoy this game very much. No, I can see that this is a great game. This is like Monopoly. Like it's just, I mean, obviously,
Monopoly, but good.
but good. Yeah, no, but good. Yeah, no, like because Monopoly
it fills that niche.
was
right?
always the go-to for families that if you really want to get into it, the money can get pretty complicated, especially if you're making like under the table deals.
And obviously, you can people can. So one of the things a couple of things that are really annoying about like old school games that and most people watching this probably know that, but like player elimination is really bad for a family game because you don't want little Jimmy to have to go sit in the corner.
Of course,
having a defined length. This thing goes 4 rounds, 5 an expert, 4 actions per player, done.
yeah,
The exact defined Monopoly can go on forever, but yeah, so it fixes all those things, and this doesn't have like direct I got you player interaction. Like you might block someone out, but it's pretty rare that you're going to block so someone can't do something.
I think that's
more than once or twice a game.
You can strategize to do that, but I think it's so limited. Like I think you're better off trying to figure out your next
your own
next best move rather than a move that would not necessarily be in your best interest, but would be a detriment to the other player.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're playing with multiple players, you're just trying to figure out, how do I make it all work?
Yeah. But yeah, I agree that it definitely fills that niche of like family game that can be played on multiple levels. I like it because I can build my thing. Like that's what I always come back to a lot of times. Like I don't really get down on a game where I'm trying to beat you. Mm-hmm. Like I need to enjoy the thing I'm doing from turn to turn.
Yeah.
It by itself, not necessarily I want to play a solo game because I like the interaction with you and just trying to figure out what you can grab.
Yeah.
But like that's what I can't stand about like Risk and some other like I attack you directly games where it's just like I don't enjoy the scheming and planning of what I do on my turn as much.
I like this got a little bit of a light resource management bit too, kind of like Shogun. Where you're trying to get the wood, get the wheat, get the everything, and so you're like gotta get people, gotta get energy, but you don't want too much because we don't want to be wasteful. I think it's strong. I can definitely see why Game Informer gave it such high ratings. I would say this is one of the better new games I've been introduced to in a while.
Yeah. So when you play Expert. There's some other things. So there's office buildings, which like to be in clusters.
Sure.
And so like
a downtown.
Yeah, exactly. And so you get bonus points based on how many you have it like connected to each other in one group. And so you're like, I have a group of 4, so they get worth more the more groups they're in. But so it's like this grid. And there's also monuments that are worth special things for being done. So there's even more like as soon as you add more things, you add more interconnectedness of what everything does, so it becomes exponentially more complicated, right? Because things get more difficult. And there's 5 rounds, and if we don't table flip this too much, but this is what the map looks like. So there's 5 sectors.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right. Okay. So
and then there's they're not really columns and rows or the other thing because it's just like within one. This is all one, but it's so anyone can be placed with 1. And there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is all 2, and then 1, 3, 4, 5. So it's a little different, a little harder to grok like spatially, but yeah, it's cool. All right, so it gets a I'd play it again.
Oh, absolutely. I think this would make a good mobile game.
Yeah,
you totally make that into sort of a handheld video game, and I absolutely play this game. I want to try it with more people.
Yeah, it gets interesting because more of the tiles are flipped up, and obviously more spaces you can go and get blocked off, so you get sort of fewer options. And then becoming the first player gets a little more important because then when your last player you get blocked off a little more.
Yeah, that's why I didn't care about who was first player because it didn't.
It wasn't that big a deal.
It didn't really matter. Maybe it was worth 1 point.
All right. On that note, Darren lost, so Darren must drink the white gourd drink.
White gourd drink. Oh my god! I remember I picked this out, so it's like I
did it to yourself.
Did it to myself.
I think it's going to be not bad. I think it'll be like cucumber water. I think it's going to be all right.
Don't say that. That's terrible.
Cucumber water's fine.
Oh no, that's not cucumber water at all.
Oh, it's salty. It smells salty.
What is wrong with Asian people? Oh,
you would go through our supermarket and you'd be like, "What is wrong with American people?"
Oh no, I would fully expect that and would not be offended if they did.
But this does not smell delicious.
There's some really horrendous. This smells the exact opposite of delicious. I honestly, I think the other one smelled better.
That's fair. That one smelled not so bad. It smells. Yeah, it smells like.
Is that
chicken broth?
Is that good? Like, I have no frame of reference. Has it gone? Has it turned? Has it gone pear shaped on me?
I don't know. Is there an expiration date on there after you drink it? Is it better?
Oh, it is mercifully has no flavor at all.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Like it, I could not tell you what that tastes like.
All right, not so bad then.
But it smells like a wet camel's ass. Holy crap!
It just smells salty.
Is it water, cane sugar, white gourd juice? That's all that's in there. Malaysia. I researched what the hell white gourd juice was, and it didn't give me any solace.
Can you chug the white gourd?
There's a vague sweetness, I guess.
cane sugar.
From the cane sugar, but just wholly indiscernible as really anything. I mean, coconut water. I mean, sorta.
All right, so this is better than the grass jelly drink from episode 0.
Yeah. It's like that episode of The Simpsons. It's like when he leaves his car between the World Trade Center and he gets the boot put on him. And so there's 50 tickets shoved into this boot, and he's trying to get it. And there's a guy selling drinks, really thirsty, because he's just waiting for the guy to come take the boot off his car. He's like, "We have 2 things. We have Mountain Dew and crab juice." And Homer goes, "Oh God, jeez, oh that's just terrible. Give me the crab juice." This is basically the crab juice versus that awful grass jelly drink.
All right. Well, I don't know if we have much more to say.
No, let's edit this thing and be on our way.
All right, everybody. I'm Adam.
I'm Darren.
And this is Advisory Board. We just played Quadropolis.
Woo.